Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to talk about a simple yet powerful habit that can completely transform your life: waking up early and starting your day right. It's not just about getting out of bed on time. It's about setting the tone for a day that will bring you closer to your goals, your dreams, and your fullest potential. The morning hours are some of the most important, yet often the most neglected parts of our day. But if we can harness the power of the early hours, we can accomplish more than we ever thought possible. The first few hours after waking up are like the foundation of a house. If the foundation is solid, everything built on top of it is more likely to stand strong. Here's what I believe: if you start your day on the right foot, you'll be amazed at the energy and focus that follow you through the rest of your day. It's a ripple effect. Small, intentional actions early in the morning set the stage for big achievements later on. The key isn't just waking up early, it's what you do in that time. The difference between a successful day and a day full of missed opportunities often comes down to how you start it. Don't let your morning slip away. Wake up early and take charge of your day. Use that time to focus, reflect, and energize yourself for the journey ahead. The way you start your day determines the way you finish it. If you start with purpose and clarity, you'll carry that momentum through everything you do. The early hours of the morning are free from distractions. Use this time to work on your goals, reflect, and create a vision for the day ahead. A successful morning doesn't just happen, it's planned. Get to bed early, set your intentions, and be ready to rise with energy and focus. Before jumping into the hustle of the day, make sure you prioritize your own needs. Whether it's a bit of exercise, meditation, or simply quiet reflection, investing in yourself is the best start. Waking up early isn't a one-time thing, it's a habit. Make it a consistent part of your routine, and you'll soon see the results. Motivation can come and go, but discipline will keep you showing up each day. Commit to waking up early, no matter how you feel. This habit will take you further than motivation alone. Successful people don't wait for the world to catch up with them, they make the first move. When you wake up early, you get a head start on everyone else. Time is limited, and once the day gets rolling, it slips away quickly. Waking up early gives you more time to work on what matters most to you before the world demands your attention. The way you start your day affects your mindset. When you wake up early and do something positive, like reading, exercising, or planning, you're more likely to carry that positivity throughout the day. By waking up early, you create a series of small victories. Whether it's accomplishing a task, feeling more energized, or simply having a clear mind, these wins compound and contribute to your long-term success. The way you start your morning will determine how the rest of your day unfolds. It's a simple truth. Control your morning, and you control your day. Too many people wake up and let the day happen to them. They hit snooze, rush through their morning routine, and find themselves reacting to events instead of taking charge. But what if I told you that your morning is a powerful tool? What if you could use it to set the tone for everything that follows? Think about it. Your morning is the first opportunity you have to take control of your life. It's the first chapter of the story you're going to write that day. If you wake up with purpose, clarity, and a sense of direction, you're already ahead of the game. Your mind is fresh, and your energy is at its peak. That's the time to set the intentions for what you want to achieve. You can either start the day reacting to what's thrown at you, or start it by actively deciding how you want to show up, what you want to accomplish, and how you want to feel. The problem with most people's mornings is they let the world take over before they've even had a chance to gather their thoughts. They get up late, rush out the door, check their phone before they even brush their teeth, and immediately get sucked into the chaos of their emails, messages, or social media feeds. Before they even step out of the house, they're already behind, feeling overwhelmed and reacting to everything that comes their way. But that doesn't have to be your reality. When you take control of your morning, you're setting yourself up for success. You're giving yourself a head start before the distractions of the day begin. This is your time to be proactive, to reflect, to plan, and to fuel your body and mind for the challenges ahead. It's when you can prioritize the things that matter most, like exercise, learning, or personal growth. It's the time you can carve out for yourself to truly get centered without the noise and demands of the outside world. But it takes discipline. It takes a commitment to making those first moments count. You need to wake up with a purpose, not just to get up and go through the motions, but to be intentional about how you start. It could be something simple like making your bed, setting a goal for the day, or taking a moment of silence to gather your thoughts. But whatever it is, it should be something that puts you in control, not the other way around. When you control your morning, you control your mindset. You're not just going through the motions. You're laying down a foundation of focus, energy, and purpose that will carry you through the rest of your day. Imagine starting your day with a clear plan, knowing exactly what you need to do, and feeling confident in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. That's the power of controlling your morning. The rest of the day will be shaped by the choices you make in those early hours. When you start your day with intention, you create momentum. Momentum is the key to success. It's not about doing everything perfectly, but about taking small, consistent steps that add up over time. And it all begins with how you choose to start your morning. So remember this, the way you begin your day will set the stage for everything that follows. Don't let the day control you. Take charge of your morning and you'll be amazed at how much more you can accomplish, how much more energy you'll have, and how much more focused you'll be as you move forward. Control your morning and you'll control your day. The early hours of the morning are a gift, yet so often they are overlooked. Most people hit the snooze button and waste away those precious first moments of the day, not realizing that these early hours represent their golden opportunity. You see, while others are still asleep, you have a unique chance to set yourself apart. This time is yours, undisturbed, quiet, and full of potential. It's a time when the world isn't demanding anything from you yet, when your mind is clear and your energy is fresh. Why are these hours so valuable? Because this is when your mind and body are still in a state of renewal. You haven't been bombarded with the distractions, emails, or stresses that will come later. There's no noise, no chaos, just a clear path ahead. It's the perfect time to invest in yourself. If you can make the most of the early hours, you'll find yourself more productive, more focused, and more energized throughout the rest of the day. Imagine this, while others are still in bed, you're already up, moving, planning, or even taking action. You've already gotten ahead of the crowd. You've given yourself the space to think, to breathe, and to get ahead of the game. The decisions you make in those first moments have the power to influence the rest of your day. The energy you create in the early hours fuels everything that follows. This time can be used for personal growth, reflection, or setting intentions for the day. It could be the time you spend reading, writing, exercising, or planning. You might choose to meditate, journal, or review your goals. Whatever it is, it's about investing in the most important person in your life, you. The early hours are your opportunity to set the tone, to determine your mindset, and to shape the day ahead. Here's the truth. We all have 24 hours in a day, but the key to maximizing those hours lies in how we choose to spend the first few. It's not just about waking up early, it's about what you do with that time. People who understand the value of the early morning hours are the ones who achieve more, who have time to think deeply, and who consistently move forward in life. They don't let the day just happen to them. They make it happen. Most people are caught up in the rush of life, reacting to circumstances and demands. But when you wake up early and take advantage of those golden hours, you're not reacting. You're taking proactive steps towards your success. It's a time when you can make clear decisions, avoid distractions, and focus on what truly matters. In those quiet moments, you can visualize your goals, plan your actions, and do the deep work that many others won't prioritize. But, like anything valuable, these early hours require commitment. It's about building the discipline to get up, take action, and focus. It's not always easy, but it's one of the best investments you can make in your future. When you wake up early and seize those precious moments, you give yourself the chance to win the day before it even begins. The early hours offer the opportunity to take control, to focus on self-improvement, and to move ahead of the crowd. You've been given this time, don't waste it. Those hours are more than just a time to rise from your bed. They are your golden opportunity to lay the groundwork for your success. What you do in the morning shapes everything else. Use those early hours wisely, and you'll find yourself on the path to progress, success, and fulfillment. A great morning doesn't just happen when the alarm goes off. It begins the night before, long before your feet hit the ground. If you truly want to make your mornings work for you, you must start by preparing for them the evening prior. You see, the night is where the foundation for your success is laid. How you spend your evening sets the stage for how you'll rise in the morning. Too often, people wait until the last minute to get everything together. They stay up too late, scramble to finish tasks, and go to bed feeling unsettled. The result? They wake up feeling tired, rushed, and unprepared. But it doesn't have to be that way. A little preparation the night before can change everything. When you end your day with intention, you can ensure that you begin your next day with clarity, energy, and purpose. It starts with something as simple as winding down properly. Take the time to disconnect from the distractions of the day. Shut off the noise, whether it's your phone, your computer, or your mind racing with thoughts. A good night's rest doesn't just happen. It's something you create by establishing a peaceful routine. If you take time to prepare mentally and physically for bed, your body can recharge and your mind can reset. A restful night of sleep isn't just about quantity, it's about quality. When you go to bed with a calm, focused mind, you wake up with the mental clarity to tackle anything. But it's not just about sleep. It's about the actions you take before you rest. If you want to wake up feeling energized and motivated, set yourself up for success the night before. Make a list of what you need to accomplish tomorrow. Lay out your clothes, pack your bag, or organize your space. When you take these small steps, you remove the friction from your morning, making it easier to hit the ground running. You won't waste precious time trying to figure out what to do first or scrambling to find your things. You'll already know what needs to be done, and you'll be ready to take action the moment you wake up. Creating a plan for your morning the night before also gives you a sense of control. You wake up with a purpose, not with a sense of chaos. You know exactly what needs to be done, and you can hit the ground running with focus and determination. The power of this preparation cannot be underestimated. By visualizing your morning, setting clear intentions, and organizing your thoughts, you give yourself the best chance of success right from the start. Think about this. If you've taken the time to prepare for your day, when your feet hit the floor, you're not scrambling, you're not rushing, you're ready. That sense of preparedness gives you a psychological advantage that carries through the day. You can walk into any situation with confidence, knowing you've already set the tone for a productive, successful day. The beauty of this habit is that it doesn't take much time. A few moments of reflection, planning, and preparation can completely transform how you feel when you wake up. It's the difference between starting your day stressed and overwhelmed, or starting it calm, focused, and ready to take on whatever comes your way. If you want to win the morning, you have to win the night first. A great day starts with a great night. Don't wait until the morning to start thinking about your goals or how you're going to tackle your responsibilities. Start the night before, and when the morning comes, you'll be prepared to take on the world. So plan ahead, set yourself up for success, and watch how much more powerful and focused you feel when you wake up. A great morning doesn't just happen, it's the result of how you close your day. If you want to achieve success, the first thing you need to understand is that you must make time for yourself first. Too many people wake up and immediately dive into the demands of the day, their job, their family, their to-do lists. And by the time they've met everyone else's needs, they have nothing left to give to themselves. They wonder why they feel drained, overwhelmed, and unproductive. But here's the truth. If you don't take care of yourself first, you won't have the energy, focus, or strength to give your best to others. Making time for yourself is not selfish, it's essential. Think of it like putting on your own oxygen mask before helping others on an airplane. You need to ensure you're in the best possible shape mentally, physically, and emotionally before you can truly help or serve anyone else. If you don't take time to nurture your own well-being, you'll find yourself running on empty, constantly trying to give from a cup that's already dry. The first part of your day, those precious early moments, are the perfect opportunity to invest in yourself. If you wake up and immediately start working on someone else's agenda, you miss the chance to fill your own cup first. Whether it's a few minutes of quiet reflection, exercise, reading, journaling, or just sitting in peace and gratitude, giving yourself this time is a powerful way to begin your day with intention. This is when you can clear your mind, center yourself, and align your thoughts and actions with your goals. People often feel guilty for taking time for themselves, especially in the hustle and bustle of modern life. But think about it. If you're not taking care of yourself, you're not at your best. And when you're not at your best, everyone around you suffers. You cannot be the best parent, spouse, friend, or employee if you're constantly drained, stressed, or overwhelmed. You need to recharge. You need to make time to focus on your health, your personal growth, and your mental clarity. Even just a small amount of time in the morning dedicated to yourself can make all the difference. It could be as simple as getting up 15 minutes earlier to stretch, meditate, or read a few pages of a book that inspires you. The key is to make it a priority, not an afterthought. When you start your day by making time for yourself, you set the tone for everything that follows. You become more focused, more energized, and more resilient in the face of the day's challenges. It's easy to get caught up in the constant demands of life, to feel like there's always something or someone needing your attention. But you must remember that you are the one who needs to be at the center of your own life. When you put yourself first, you are giving yourself the opportunity to show up as the best version of you, not just for yourself, but for everyone else you interact with. So, make time for yourself. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. When you invest in your own well-being, you'll find that you have more to give to others, more energy to tackle your responsibilities, and a deeper sense of fulfillment. It's simple. Take care of yourself first, and everything else will fall into place. The foundation of success, health, and happiness starts with you, so make the time every single day. Success doesn't come from doing something extraordinary once in a while. It comes from doing the right things consistently, day in and day out. People often think success is about making one big dramatic move or catching a lucky break, but the reality is far different. Success is built on small, consistent actions that compound over time. It's the little habits, the daily commitments, and the steady progress that add up to the kind of success most people dream about. Consistency is the key. It's not the flashy moments, the big wins, or the one-time breakthroughs that lead to lasting success. It's about showing up every single day and doing the work. The real magic happens when you commit to something and stick with it even when you don't feel like it. You don't need motivation every day, you need discipline. The people who are successful aren't always the most talented, the smartest, or the most gifted. They're the ones who stay consistent even when the road gets tough, when obstacles arise, or when they're faced with setbacks. Think about anything worth achieving: losing weight, building a business, improving your health, or mastering a skill. You won't see results from a single effort. You won't get fit by going to the gym once a month, or writing a book by sitting down to write once in a while. It takes commitment, time, and above all, consistency. Every small action you take, every choice you make, every minute you invest compounds over time. And that's what leads to the big results. Success is like planting a tree. When you first plant the seed, there's nothing to show for it. It's just a small, invisible effort beneath the surface. But if you water that seed every day, if you care for it and nurture it with consistency, it will eventually grow into something strong and significant. At first, it may seem like nothing is happening, but over time, the progress becomes undeniable. Success is the same way. The results are slow to start, but once they begin to take shape, they are powerful and lasting. Here's the thing: consistency isn't about perfection. It's not about doing things flawlessly or hitting every target perfectly. It's about showing up day after day, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. It's about getting better every day, even if it's just by a small amount. And over time, those small improvements add up to something massive. It's easy to get discouraged when progress seems slow or when you don't see immediate results. But if you stay consistent, if you keep putting in the effort, you will eventually see the fruits of your labor. Success doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen over time for those who are willing to stay committed to their goals. The beauty of consistency is that it builds momentum. Once you start showing up consistently, you'll begin to feel the benefits. You'll start to notice that your energy levels rise, your focus sharpens, and your results improve. That momentum keeps you going, even on days when you're tempted to quit. The more you do it, the easier it becomes, and the bigger the rewards. The key to success is simple: show up, do the work, and keep doing it. Don't rely on inspiration or motivation. Rely on discipline and consistency. Success isn't reserved for the most talented or the most gifted. It's for the ones who refuse to quit, who keep pushing forward no matter how tough it gets, who commit to daily action. If you can be consistent, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Motivation is often seen as the spark that drives us to take action. It's the feeling that gets us excited to start a project, tackle a challenge, or chase a dream. But here's the truth: motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes, and relying on it to fuel your success is like trying to build a fire with wet wood. It may burn for a while, but it won't last long. If you want to achieve lasting success, you have to move beyond motivation and focus on something far more reliable: discipline. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation fades. It's the ability to keep moving forward even when you don't feel like it. Motivation will get you started, but discipline is what sees you through to the end. Discipline is the foundation of all achievement. It's about doing the work not because you feel inspired, but because you've made a commitment to yourself and your goals. When you embrace discipline, you're not dependent on external circumstances or fleeting feelings to drive you. You're driving yourself, no matter what. Think about the times when motivation wasn't there. Maybe you woke up tired, didn't feel like exercising, or weren't in the mood to work. But if you've built discipline into your life, you do it anyway. You push through the resistance, knowing that the results you want will come through consistent effort. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. Discipline means choosing long-term success over short-term comfort. It's about showing up even when you don't feel like it, because you know that every small action contributes to the bigger picture. Discipline is what helps you stay consistent day after day when the excitement of motivation has worn off. When you set a goal, you don't always have the enthusiasm to chase it every single day, but discipline keeps you on track. It makes you follow through when the novelty of a new goal has worn off, when the obstacles feel overwhelming, or when the progress is slower than you hoped. It's in those moments that discipline shines its brightest. It keeps you steady when everything else is pulling you in different directions. One of the most important things to understand about discipline is that it's not about being perfect, it's about being consistent. It's about building a habit of doing what needs to be done no matter how you feel in the moment. Over time, these small, consistent actions compound, and they create the results that motivation alone could never deliver. The magic isn't in one burst of inspiration, it's in the small steps taken daily, the effort you put in when no one is watching, the work you do when you're not motivated. The beauty of discipline is that it creates momentum. It's like building a muscle. At first, it may feel challenging, but as you stick with it, it becomes easier. The more you commit to the process, the more natural it becomes to keep going, even when you're not feeling excited or motivated. Discipline becomes second nature, and suddenly, it's not about forcing yourself to do something. It's simply about following through because it's become a part of who you are. When you shift your focus from motivation to discipline, you stop waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect feeling to get started. You realize that success doesn't depend on a burst of excitement. It depends on the quiet, everyday decisions to stay on track, keep working, and keep moving forward no matter how hard it gets. So, don't wait for motivation to strike. Rely on your discipline instead. Create a routine that works for you, stay consistent, and do what needs to be done even when it's tough. Over time, discipline will take you much further than motivation ever could, and the results you achieve will be far greater and more enduring. Early risers have a distinct advantage in life, a head start that others can only dream of. While the world is still quiet and the rest of the world is still asleep, they're already up, already moving, already preparing for the day. That early morning time is often where the most successful people find their edge, and it's not by accident. There's a reason why so many of the world's greatest leaders and achievers make it a point to start their day early. It's because they understand that the first few hours of the day hold the potential for greatness. The truth is, when you rise early, you take control of the day before it controls you. The morning hours are the most peaceful and productive. They're free from distractions, free from the demands and interruptions that come once the rest of the world wakes up. That quiet time gives you a chance to focus, to think clearly, and to set your intentions for the day ahead. It's a time to work on your goals, to plan, and to get ahead before the noise of the world starts competing for your attention. Being an early riser is about more than just waking up early. It's about setting the tone for your day. When you wake up early, you signal to yourself that you are in control, that you're serious about your goals, and that you're ready to put in the work. You're not rushing to catch up with the world. You're already ahead of it. The discipline it takes to rise early is a reflection of the discipline you bring to every area of your life. Leaders understand that time is their most valuable resource, and they don't waste a minute of it. They use those early hours to work on themselves, to grow, to prepare, and to get ahead. They understand that greatness doesn't come from doing things when it's convenient. It comes from making the time, from taking the initiative, from being proactive instead of reactive. By rising early, they show the world they are prepared to lead, not by waiting for things to happen, but by making them happen. The early morning hours also provide an opportunity for personal development. Leaders use that time for reading, learning, and expanding their knowledge. They use it for reflection, to think about their goals, and to visualize their success. It's a time to invest in themselves, to get clear on their vision, and to plan the day ahead with purpose. When you begin your day with intention and clarity, you're setting yourself up for success in everything you do. It's in those early hours that leaders do the hard, quiet work that others often overlook. They don't wait for the world to demand their attention. They take ownership of their time, their priorities, and their actions. Rising early also teaches you the value of consistency and discipline. It's easy to hit the snooze button and go back to sleep, but leaders don't take the easy way out. They know that success comes from doing the things others are unwilling to do. Waking up early is one of those things. It's a small, daily commitment to yourself and your goals that builds momentum over time. The more consistently you wake up early, the more you develop the habits that lead to success. You start the day with energy, focus, and drive, and that carries through every other part of your life. Early risers also benefit from the sense of accomplishment that comes from starting the day with a win. The act of getting up early is an achievement in itself. You've already done something that many people struggle with, and that gives you a sense of pride and confidence as you move forward. You've demonstrated discipline, commitment, and control before the day has even begun, and that confidence compounds as you continue to make positive decisions throughout the day. Being an early riser is a mark of leadership because it shows that you are willing to put in the effort, that you are prepared to rise above the ordinary and create extraordinary results. You take charge of your day and ultimately of your life. The early morning hours are your opportunity to take the lead, to be proactive, and to lay the groundwork for the kind of success that others only dream about. So if you want to be a leader in your life, in your career, or in your community, start by rising early. The world rewards those who take the initiative. And it all begins with the choice to get up before the world demands it. Time is the one thing you can never get back. No matter how much money, success, or influence you accumulate, time, once it's gone, is gone forever. It's the most precious resource you have, and yet so many people waste it, treating it as if it's unlimited. But let me tell you something, time is your most valuable asset. The way you use your time, or rather the way you manage it, will determine the quality of your life and the level of your success. Think about it. Every day you're given 24 hours. That's the same amount of time that the world's most successful people have. It doesn't matter how rich you are or where you come from, everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not the amount of time they have, but how they use it. Successful people understand this. They know that time is their most precious resource, and they guard it carefully. Every minute you waste is a minute you'll never get back. Every hour spent on unproductive activities, every day spent procrastinating is a lost opportunity to move closer to your goals. Time waits for no one. It's not waiting for you to get ready. It's not waiting for the perfect moment. It's moving forward whether you're making progress or not. So you need to take control of it. When you begin to treat your time as the invaluable asset it is, everything in your life starts to shift. Here's the reality. If you're not in control of your time, someone else is. Your time is being dictated by demands, distractions, and other people's agendas. That's why it's crucial to take responsibility for how you spend your time. If you don't prioritize your time, others will. And if you don't make conscious choices about where you invest it, you'll find yourself caught up in things that don't serve your goals or aspirations. Time is the foundation of everything. It's the foundation of your relationships, your health, your career, and your personal growth. If you waste time, you're wasting your potential. If you misuse time, you're setting yourself up for regret. The secret to a fulfilling, successful life is learning how to use time wisely. That means being intentional about how you spend every hour, every minute, every second. The most successful people don't leave their time to chance. They allocate it with purpose. They focus on activities that move them forward, that bring them closer to their goals, and that align with their values. And let's be clear, this doesn't mean you should fill every minute with work or productivity. Time spent on rest, reflection, or recreation is just as important. It's not about filling your day with endless tasks. It's about being mindful of how you use your time and ensuring that what you do serves your larger purpose. Time is not something to be rushed through or squandered. It's something to be respected, managed, and used wisely. When you start viewing time as your most valuable asset, you begin to treat it differently. You start saying no to things that drain you, no to distractions, no to things that don't bring you closer to your vision. You'll find yourself more focused, more intentional, and more productive. You'll learn to prioritize the things that matter most, and you'll stop letting time slip through your fingers. The most successful people are masters of time management. They don't let the clock control them, they control the clock. They break their time into blocks, they schedule their activities, and they protect their time like it's the most precious thing they own. Because quite frankly, it is. They understand that how they spend their time today determines their future success, and they invest it wisely. So here's the challenge. Start valuing your time. Treat it like the asset it is. Make conscious choices about how you spend every day, every hour, every minute. Focus on what matters, eliminate distractions, stop procrastinating, and use your time to create the life you want. Your time is your most valuable asset, and when you begin to treat it that way, your entire life will change. Make every moment count, because once time is gone, you can never get it back. So let's remember, waking up early isn't just about getting up with the sun. It's about taking charge of your day and setting yourself up for success. It's about creating a life filled with purpose, progress, and positivity. Now go ahead, set that alarm a little earlier tomorrow and see what happens. Your future self will thank you. Thank you.